Happening, man. It's your boy E. Dale, man, aka Mr. Facts, with another show for y'all today, man. So today's guest, man, I got my guy Michael Stewart-Isaacs, aka Mr.I Am Brilliant. So, brother, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to be here, man.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad to see you, man. I'm glad to see you. So look, I think that the last time we saw each other was maybe over 2 years ago, right?
Yeah, I think we had, I believe our wives got us
Right,
together
right.
paint and
Right.
sit. Yeah.
That's why I actually met you for the first time, right?
That was cool.
So damn, man, since that time when I met you, you was telling me a lot about, some of the things you were doing, some of the community work,
Yes.
Some of the hip hop work.
Yeah, man.
And over the past couple of years, I've been seeing you in a lot of spaces, in a lot of places. I ain't gonna lie to you now. I get kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't jealous, but I be looking up like, damn, I want to get out there like that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we make it work, man. So definitely, I'm grateful to be here again on the platform. Eric's a really cool guy, just really trying to give this audience some different voices. So again, my name is Michael Stewart-Isaacs. I Am Brilliant is my organization. Me and my wife co-founded.
Okay.
We do a community-based, I guess it started off as a campaign.
Okay.
So maybe about 6 years ago, we actually, when President Obama was in his last term, we had wrote a letter to him basically assessing all the different things that we felt was going on in communities that were affecting us, whether it was the social ills or the economic
Y'all
issues.
wrote President Obama.
We wrote President Obama a letter, yes.
Mr.I Am Brilliant and his wife wrote President Obama.
That's
I gotta finish this. Hey, listen. I gotta speak where this is going. So, okay, let me let you continue.
So we started the campaign just with the letter to President Obama, just saying that we realized that from both me and my wife's experiences, we realized that most people weren't feeling this validation of being able to feel the confidence that even though they wanted to be more engaged in their civics duties, they didn't feel that they saw themselves more as residents of a place more than they actually saw themselves as citizens of a city, state, or a community. And so we wanted to set out on a journey to what we can do to build the confidence that people needed to make them feel like they could be qualified to be at the table, as they say.
That's dope. But look, that's dope. It sounds great. But did you get a response back?
Well, I mean, not immediately. We didn't get, and that was kind of what started the campaign.
Right.
So we really just wrote a letter. At that time, me and my wife were doing a radio show with the thing called Sunday Stacks. And from there, we were able to say, hey, okay, Obama's not giving us attention. We got to do something else. So, it's funny enough, and maybe we'll touch on that. My background is in street team marketing.
Okay.
So I was saying to myself, okay, well, Obama's not paying attention. He's going to be out of the office. I was seeing every rapper and everybody go in and out of his office. And here I am, someone who's worked in community, Occupy Wall Street. I've seen a lot across the country in regards to the social ills, as well as solutions that were working. So I was like, Obama has to talk to me. So me and my wife was like, all right, we're going to start this thing. And we started first. And at that time, we weren't husband and wife. We were just working together as partners. Okay. And eventually, from there, we literally took a little sheet and a sign, and we wrote the words "I am brilliant" on there. Started taking photos, asked other people if they would take photos holding it as kind of this silent campaign. And we put some of them on social media. And then the campaign just kept going and going and going. More people wanted to take these photos. And then it grew to asking this question, which is, what makes you brilliant? Ooh,
that is a great story. So like that. So, because I thought I Am Brilliant was maybe just like I did know it was a campaign, but I didn't know it was like the overall, is that like the umbrella that all you
Well, so it's our production company now. Fast forward 6 years later, we've been able to not only get into the political sphere of what we do, because we consult a lot of politicians, senators, congressmen, different people in their camps to help them really get a bird's eye view on what's going on in what we call lived experience. People with lived experience, community, leaders, and other people. Sometimes their voices can go unheard. So we have trainings where we help people not only perfect their confidence, but actually understand how to translate their experiences. And that's the brilliant part. Brilliance is not about intelligence. it's about the luminescence. It's about the talents and gifts we all have that sometimes we don't necessarily get a chance to show people. And so we've been able to train people to recognize what's going on within themselves, help them find the language translation, regardless of where they come from or what point in life they're at. And then from there, convert that to where they feel qualified and capable to sit at the table with leaders in their community.
And use their experiences to help others grow as well. So you say, you got into the political sphere.
Yes.
And you said that you actually help out, consult.
Yes.
Now, you didn't say help, you said consult.
Consult, yes.
Like senators and
politics.
How are you received with politicians? Because I mean, do you go in like with this sense, like, I want to help my community, and here's some things that plague our communities, the things that we're doing. We want our community to feel confident that they can do whatever. Like, how you receive, or what's your message when you go to them?
Well, a lot of times the way we come is, my wife is awesome. She's a rock star. Shemeka Ebony, the author of the book While I'm Getting Naked. But she's amazing, and her work started working with communities, helping them in regards to health inequities and, those challenges that were hurting. My background is entrepreneurial. So a lot of my conversations with a lot of communities kind of came out of the space of, opportunity zones and economic inclusion in those spaces, from both the corporate side and employment, as well as cultivating entrepreneurs beyond just wanting to start a business, but also how do I become the employer? And so those conversations were necessary, but sometimes they don't expect people that look like myself, even my wife, a Black female or Black male, to be the ones with the right answers, to be the ones who are outside of the box, capable of training people to see what they can't see.
Right, man, you need to come work for a lot of companies in America, man. They need to call on you because I found myself, and that's why I like the slogan, I am brilliant. And at first, I always thought about the slogan, and I always asked myself, what makes me brilliant? But I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the street, I'm a person from the street. I have my wolves, I have my, dealings with everything. But I just never knew what made me brilliant, you know what I'm saying? Until I started to maybe seclude myself a little more from people. I started to read more.
There you go.
I started to try to understand like the history of Black people, how to circumvent situations like being stopped by police officers, or circumvent even situations in my own community. I've learned to just be mindful and watchful. And so I said, that's what makes me brilliant, right? Because I'm smart enough to know that, look, even though the devil's here, I got to figure out a way to get around him and by him, you know what I'm saying? Because look, he's going to always be here.
And so,
you know what I'm saying?
That, what we would do is help you take that expression, and I always call it summoning it down to the Super Bowl commercial. And I would say you're brilliant because of your awareness and your discernment, right? And so it's about taking the story that allowed you to understand your talents and your gifts, and then we help you to illuminate it where it becomes your greatest asset, right? A lot of us aren't ever going to have oil wells and gold mines and those kind of things, even land in some instance, but we do have ourselves in whatever condition we're in. And the beauty of the work we've been able to do, I've literally can tell you I have people who have come through our campaign or worked with me in some capacity who literally don't have legs, but they're superstars right now. They're doing national campaigns, and they work with me in some capacity, and where you would think that they would look at that as a life challenge. Right. But when you help people to illuminate, when you help somebody on their last, sometimes we think of diversity and inclusion, we always think it's black and white, or us versus Hispanics or Asians or something. But sometimes it's people with disabilities, it's people in different situations and circumstances from you. Well said. That we have to start understanding diversity is a lot more of a broader topic. But within our diversity and within our individual circumstances, we all still have something that we can contribute. Absolutely. So it's like if you don't have your voice, then you hum. If you don't have your, it's like you never create a reason why your light can't shine. Right.
So I used to have to try to tell myself, what I was afraid to speak out about certain things. Like when you say, and I talk, employment, right? Okay. Let's just say, for instance, I may think that I'm worth way more than what you're giving me. And I may say something about it, and I may feel like I feel bad because I made him feel bad and made him think that he viewing me in another like this dude just, you know what I mean? I'm already helping, but I'm just like, listen, X, Y, Z. And you're like, going back down, I'm like, hey, it doesn't work like that.
Don't
This
work
is,
like
you know
that.
what I mean? So,
and it's value. I think you said the best word. I think one of the things we do with I Am Brilliant as an organization is we help the individual value themselves. Right. So one, we talk about community leaders and people who are doing the hard work. So when they deal with politicians, policymakers in any capacity, or people in government, sometimes people claim there's not enough budget for something. There's not enough budget in corporate America. There's not enough budget. Everything's a budget. Right. But sometimes they'll take and extract from people who are contributing to hopefully see the change they want to see in their community. Okay. But they'll take their information from them. They're getting a salary to present the information, but these other people are giving time and energy and walk away with nothing. So we teach people how to value that. And to your same point about employment, we show you the economic roads of your own value, right? What is your productivity contributing? And that's one thing we do for organizations, is that we're able to help them to increase productivity once they do one of our trainings, right? So not only does the individual, I tell people that two things are going to happen. The individual is going to be so motivated that they're going to work harder for your organization, or they're going to go start another business, come back and contract with you and still make you more money. Because they now see their own self-worth. And that's kind of what we all about. Is